Hello YouTube, this is Skating for Satori. Today I thought I'd do an update video for you on my son Justin's skateboard setup. The last one that we posted was from 3 years ago, and he was 7 years old at that time. His skateboard setup has changed dramatically as far as the equipment that he's riding, but just to give you an update, my son is a autistic skateboarder who's diagnosed on the spectrum at the age of 3. He got on and board at about 5.5, and he couldn't understand abstract concepts of like right, left, front side, back side. So we use these visual cues to help him learn how to skateboard as far as which direction we wanted him to go, and then we've also used these visual cues to communicate to him while he's skateboarding. To find out more on how we use the visual cues in the initial phase of Justin's journey, please watch the other original video. We'll put those in the link section below. But these days, he is now an 11-year-old skateboarder. He's been skating for about 5 years, and he has grown significantly in the last 4 years. So we still use the triangles to help us to communicate to go right or left, or he is a regular footed skater, so that means his left foot is in front. So that would be, if he's going to the blue triangle, that would be his backside, and then to go to the left, that would be orange triangle, which would be front side. So to just give you some examples of how we communicate to him when we want him to try a trick, like say if we want him to do a frontside rock and roll, I will say, hey Justin, drop in and then do an orange triangle rock and roll. Or to do a backside 50-50 grind, I will say, hey, on that wall over there, drop in and then do a blue triangle 50-50 grind, or an orange triangle grind for to do a frontside grind. He's also starting to ride switch, which means that he's riding with his right foot forward, or his yellow foot there. And so then it helps us to communicate to him which direction that we would like for him to turn switch. So in this case, he just uses the color of the triangle to denote which side of the board to turn to. So if it is a switch backside carve, then I will say, hey Justin, do a switch blue switch carve around that corner. With respect to his boards that he rides, he's currently riding a Santa Monica Airlines 8.25 deck. This is, as the name states, 8.25 inches wide. The board is 32 inches long, and it has a wheelbase of 14.25 inches. This is now an adult size board, full size board that, and he's no longer riding a Grom deck. So in the original video, when we introduced his skateboard setup, he was riding a mini board that was much narrower, shorter, and had a shorter wheelbase to help him turn. He no longer needs that and rides a full size board that is fitted with these components. So we continue to use shake junt hardware in the green and yellow, and then also he rides Indy titanium trucks in 139 with bone soft bushings. He also for his wheel and bearing selection, he likes the Chris Miller Bones 58 millimeter in Street Park formula. And he also likes to ride Bones Super Red bearings, and both decks are fitted with mob grip. The next one that we have on deck for him is this Anti-Hero. This is also in 8.25 inches, and it is dimension wise, it's nearly identical with the board on top. So it is 8.25 inches wide, 32 inches long. It has a wheelbase of 14.38 inches, which is barely discernible. I don't think anybody can feel that. the difference. And then we've continued to use color-coded hardware, green in the front, yellow on the back. And then this time we've went up in truck size, so we are going to try out Indy forged hollows in 144, which would fit the 8.25 deck a little bit better. He continues to ride bone soft bushings, and also he likes to ride the Bones Chris Miller 58mm in Street Park Formula with Bones Super Red bearings. So this is an update to JMAN skateboard setup. Thank you very much for checking out our channel and your support. If you have any questions on his skateboard setup, please feel free to leave a comment below or reach out to me through this YouTube channel. Should you wish to continue checking out our journey, you can find us on Instagram at Skating for Satori. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you at the skate park.